Today I want to talk about courage and being okay with doing things even though you feel scared, even though you don't feel ready, because it's so important to share your magic with the world, to take that step even though you feel scared. And to me, courage is not about being completely fearless while doing something. To me, courage is that you have the willingness to take that step, to do the thing, or to meet the person, even though you feel scared. To me, courage is being brave, right? Conquering something when you may feel scared, when you may feel frightened, and still doing the thing, still taking the step. So today I want to talk about why we even feel that fear for new situations. And also I want to give you some tips to help you kind of move through that and maybe offer you a different perspective to look at it. The body's natural response to the unknown is gonna be fear because you haven't experienced it before. Your body's not used to it. It feels uncomfortable. It feels scary because your body just doesn't know yet what it's going to be like. It hasn't been in that experience. So naturally, it's going to think that you're going to die. And it's going to activate all the scary, like, fear sensors everywhere because it thinks you're going to die. But the truth is, the matter of fact is, you're not going to die. You're not going to die if you start your business. You're not going to die if you put yourself out there. You're not going to die if you have that scary conversation. Like, you're not going to die, but your body thinks it's very serious. Your body thinks you do. So that's kind of why things feel scary, and that your nervous system interprets new unknown situations as threatening. So that's why those alarm bells go off. But then it's up to you to have that, or to cultivate that knowing, that trust, and that faith and bravery within yourself of wanting to expand your nervous system's capacity by taking a small step, by stretching it out a little bit, even though it feels a little bit scary. Our brains haven't experienced it yet, so it's naturally going to want to protect us and keep us from doing that thing. So that's where you may notice some limiting beliefs may come up. They're all here to protect you, even though it may not seem that way, right? If you want to do something new and it feels scary, you may hear the voices of, you can't do it, it's not going to work out anyways, you're not capable enough. Like, all those voices bringing you down, they're actually coming forward because they want to protect you for this new scary thing that you've never done before. So then it's up to you to kind of rewrite your story and tell yourself the things like, no, I am capable, I can do this, I am brave enough. And rewrite the story, change the things that you're telling yourself, and just gently step towards that direction, even though it feels a little bit scary. Another thing that I want to emphasize is that growth happens outside of our comfort zone. And our comfort zone is when our body feels safe. Usually, it's what our body's used to. It's when our body feels safe, our brain feels safe. There's no threats, we're chilling, we're hanging out. But to step outside of your comfort zone, that's when you can learn to expand, and that's where you can grow. So recognizing, okay, when is my body trying to protect me in a way that's actually not serving me, and when is it actually serving me? So also bringing again that discernment in here. You don't have to be brave all the time. Like, there's this, I feel like this common conception that having courage means that you always have to be brave, and you always have to be confident, and you always have to be strong. But that's not the essence of it. Courage is moving forward in spite of having that fear, and not waiting until the fear disappears. So there will be days where you're gonna feel a bit more scared than others, where you're gonna feel a bit less inclined to do the thing or put yourself out there. And that's completely okay. just take that one step anyways, because you know that little by little you're going to be able to expand your nervous system and increase your capacity, not just to grow and to take the steps that you want to take, but also to hold whatever it is that you're calling in, right? So if you take small steps, you're going to grow that capacity. When you take one giant leap, it's going to be even often like way scarier. And sometimes your nervous system is not even going to be able to handle whatever it is that you're kind of leaping towards. So I always feel like being gentle to your body, being gentle to your nervous system, taking small steps towards the thing that you want to achieve, and kind of like facing the scary a little bit every day, it's going to help you move forward and move through that and expand along the way. Experience. If you take this step, you're going to gain experience. And experience is one of our greatest teachers. The more we try, the more we experience, the more we can try again, the more we experience again, and the less intimidating new things become, because our bodies and our brains and just all of us are going to be used to that experience once we've done it. With experience come mistakes, right? And mistakes are part of the learning process. And I myself, as a huge perfectionist, I have been so reluctant to start like putting myself out there, posting more, and all these sort of things, because I just wanted everything to be perfect. I needed to know everything first before I could start. I needed to, be able, it's just like this perfectionism was kind of like sneaking its way through. And to me, that was the expression of that protection voice in my head. Like, no, it needs to be perfect before you can put it out there. Not because it actually needs to be perfect, but because I just wanted to postpone putting myself out there so that I didn't have to do it. And once I recognized this, I could move forward with that and kind of learn to let go a little bit. It's still a process, because I just really want my message to come across the way that I intended to come across. And that's just so important to me. And sometimes being so like nitpicky over the smallest little details can actually set me back in taking action and moving forward and gaining experience and making mistakes. So learning to let that go a little bit helped me to put myself out there more and embrace the fear in the process. When you take a chance, whether it's a big leap or a tiny step, each one gets you closer to the version of you who feels more capable. Right? So when you take the step, when you have the courage, you're going to get closer to the version of you who's able to hold it all, who's able to do it all. And if you don't take that teeny tiny little step that feels a little bit scary, it's going to be a lot harder to get there. So being okay with doing things scared. Acknowledging as well that some discomfort may come up, right? That some fear may come up, but still trusting yourself to navigate through that as you're taking the steps. And looking at it as a natural part of doing something new. It's a natural part of experiencing something you've never experienced before, and that's okay. And just acknowledging that fear is there, but it doesn't have to guide you. So I want to end with one invitation today to do something that you've been wanting to do, but it's been feeling a little bit scary and you have been putting it off. So to do that today, even though it feels scary, even though you kind of don't want to do it, but you do want to do it, but it feels scary. But today, I bet you to do that thing and just remember that courage and willingness is all that you need. Fear doesn't have to hold you back. It can just sit in the back and you can acknowledge that it's there, but it doesn't have to guide your every single step of the way. Let love guide you every step of the way. Let your passion and your willingness to take this step and to do this thing and to expand in this way, let that be your guide and let that lead you along the way. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you may feel a little bit more courage in whatever it is that you want to do and accomplish. And I'll see you in the next one.